That big boss, that's special. It ain't no game, but they saying welcome to the second level. Second level. Second level gaming. Second level.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Let's get the big gun out then. Ready? Welcome to Just Cause, everybody. Oh god. Oh god. Rico's already dying.
And Keegan just lost the
And
game
on that
already.
note, we're on... That was actually my team, too. I blew up. I just used the big gun.
Why are you killing your own team?
Because you can and they don't care. Where's the weapons at? So what we're doing, Just Cause, is basically the Michael Bay simulator here. First thing I'm going to talk about is the world. So I've played this game for a few hours. So you start down in this. You can see I've liberated this whole area.
Yeah.
Haven't liberated down here. But I have yet to make it really up here. Like, look how much of the game I still have to go.
It's a surprisingly large...
There's a big map.
Yeah, map.
Yeah, so we're on this island right here. And I'm actually heading towards... Our goal today is to blow up that giant... You can't see much of it right now, but there's a giant base up there we're going after. But Just Cause, if you guys haven't played it, basically, the story is, it's alright. It gets you through the game.
Yeah.
It's about the explosions and rebel drops and all this kind of stuff. So rebel drop, what that is I can call stuff in as I unlock it. So like vehicles, I have garages I have. And I can, when I put them in my garage, then they're available for rebel drop. And you can see I've got one beacon available.
Seeing a lot of similarities to Metal Gear at this point.
Yeah, gear mods, this is exactly what it sounds like. My gear can get upgraded, so I can, as I do, there's challenges all over that have gears attached to them. We may or may not do them, depending on if I find one.
Yeah.
But you upgrade your equipment as you go along, and you have one... Oh, I hit the wrong button. I want R2. And you can switch for each one. You can turn them on and off, and it says to change, like, try different combinations of them, just because you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that booster mod on a lot of grenades, so
Yeah.
like it puts a rocket on the actual grenade.
I want this one. I want the ×3 max tethers. Like the more tethers you have, the better. And the tether strength is the other one. Oh, I need. I might do that. We only need one gear for that. But
yeah, well, let's go blow some shit up.
Here, hold up. We got to do this properly, Jordan. You know how we're gonna do this?
By blowing shit up?
Yeah, you know how we're gonna do this?
By shooting at things?
We're gonna come in and we're gonna get a helicopter.
Alright.
Which copter do we want? I want the one with the gun.
The Urga.
Gunship
then-
is always the answer to that question.
And then weapons, we don't need any of those. Actually, shotgun's pretty useful.
So, Keegan, how many hours you put in this game so far, would you say?
I have no idea, but I've put quite a few just because it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
I mean, this is one of those games that I don't play long periods of, but I play it for, like, ooh, sniper. Of course I want a sniper. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this right. But I probably played it, I'm probably about 10, 15 hours in, I believe.
Alright. I hope it goes to daytime, because I've watched a lot of people play this game, and I've seen some gameplay go through. And there's a lot of really nice colors. Like, this game...
Oh, God.
It is a pretty
This
game.
is my favorite part. Watch this. Watch this. I dropped the beacon here. Here it comes. And... Boom!
Confetti. Confetti.
It's really fun when you, like, I watch... Oh, God. Things are exploding already. Stop. I want
That's humorous.
the shotgun.
This'll do.
I don't know if I want the sniper, though, because that means I get it... Oh, no. Because I get it... Do I want the sniper or rocket launcher? I want the rocket launcher.
Always.
Let's get in the helicopter here.
I mean, at this point, we're doing this video to show people how many things you can blow up and how nice it looks. Like, that's a pretty looking game right there. Like...
Graphically, it's very impressive.
So
I actually had the
load
pleasure of
times
seeing
are-
some of the daytime footage with Keegan the last time we were going to attempt to record this, and it is gorgeous. It really is.
The load
We put
times
a lot of effort
suck.
into it.
Controlling a helicopter is not easy either. Like it's what I think a helicopter should feel like where it swings. This thing is huge. So I don't know how successful I'm going to be at this.
Oh, you're just going straight into it.
I am. I
So
mean,
your plan is just to tear that fucker down?
so there's a bunch of red things here. Let's go. It may not show up yet on the map, but there's a bunch of red markers. Let's zoom in here. Yeah, I'm not in it yet, so I don't see it. But there's a bunch of red things in here that I gotta blow up, like the satellite dish is covered in red.
Yeah.
And I gotta blow that up. I wish I had a rocket. See,
Is there a mass destruction thing that can happen here? Like, can you just eject and fly the helicopter into it?
yeah. I mean, I could. You want me to?
Do it.
Yes, I do, very much.
If I remember how to eject. I've not played this game
That
for
would
a
be
while.
helpful.
Oh, there we go. I got shot out of the sky, though. I did not
Well,
eject.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just gonna fall then.
I got shot out of the sky. Let's reel in. And...
Oh,
parachute!
Keegan's already gonna die.
Man.
Parachute.
Snipers on your
Yeah,
ass.
yep.
That's some
We
James Bond level shit right
We picked
there.
a bad... I've not played this game for about a week since we were going to record it, so it's been a been a hot second. But
You
the good
got
news is when you
Quite
die,
a few people on your tail here.
Well, good thing. I mean, Rico seems to take a lot of damage
he does.
before
I'm stuck.
he
I'm
actually
stuck on the
dies.
roof. Okay.
Camera
You know
angle's
what?
a little
yeah.
shaky
Oh
right here.
shit. Oh shit. That's an air
More-
raid. Oh nope.
They're
Yep.
air raiding their own base.
I mean, they're doing something.
Yeah, they don't really care about
Ready?
like.
This is my favorite. You plant these C3, C4, whatever they're called. And you just
C3POs.
yeah, and then you get the hell out of dodge when that thing shows up.
What's funny about like so he's
Boom.
so Rico is a vigilante who is coming back to what I assume is I think they said it's the area that he grew up in.
Yep. Like I said, story doesn't matter.
Yeah, to reclaim it from a
God, we picked a bad thing to attack.
or the best thing to attack. So there's a dictator that's kind of like taking over this area. And Rico is trying to reclaim his homeland from this douchebag who is ruining everything. And the funny thing that I think is like he's destroying the lands and everything.
Nobody seems to care.
And like
Where
like
being
the
sniped
dictator's
from?
like taking over everything
Boom.
and kind of like ruining everything, and then they're like, here we go, just go blow everything up and we'll rebuild it. Like it's no big deal. Like we want to save your hometown
Oh, God.
by destroying everything.
Nuke and repave.
Yeah,
Oh
nuke
god.
and repave.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I can't grapple.
So
with it.
it's essentially Far Cry.
it's hard as balls is what it is.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of Far Cry where
There
you
we
go
go.
and you reclaim your things.
I mean, you don't blow everything up in Far Cry, but you do just essentially go from base to base and clear out the rebels. And then,
Okay.
how are you still alive?
Rico's
Because Rico's a badass.
Those
Because they
jeans
realize
are
how
real tough.
they realize how bad I am. The Wrangler,
Teflon
real
jeans.
tough.
Do you ever think about?
Oh, that's why. There's a fucking helicopter there.
Do you ever think about like placing your C4 like on
Oh god.
different
Oh god.
like,
Oh
sides
god.
of it?
Oh god. Yeah, I've done
To
that.
structurally.
Yes, I'm trying to get
destroy
on.
things a little bit
I'm
more.
trying to get on this helicopter, but I.
Did you ever
I-
think about
oh,
not
I'm
getting
dead.
your ass handed to you?
I'm dead. Oh,
Oh,
Here we go.
shit, son.
There you go.
That
take that
was
shit
awesome.
over. Oh god.
And
Oh god.
back down he goes.
That's fine. If the helicopter's destroyed, that
See,
makes it
this
easier.
is what I like about Just Cause, and I've always enjoyed it about this series, where you could just do the stupidest shit.
I
you
probably
ever
should
wanted to
I
do.
probably
It's
could have
like-
kept the my assault rifle, not the shotgun.
shotgun.
Now looking back on that decision, poor choice. Oh, there's a helicopter up here. Fuck
It's
yeah.
essentially like if you took like Fast and the Furious and
you
Triple
die?
X and like
Oh,
all
oh,
those
oh,
crazy
oh, there goes
ass
copter.
movies.
So much for the copter being.
Hold on. We got
still
this.
there.
I don't.
No, so what you do is
I don't know if
you
it's.
you
I don't know
tether
if it's
it.
strong enough. I'm gonna try and get up to that satellite. Oh, and bing. Or we just do that.
Nice.
That works too.
That works too. Where the hell am I being shot at from?
There you go.
Everywhere.
Ooh.
So my question to you, Keegan, is like, so when I've watched a lot of people play it, like,
I'm not very good at it.
Well, sure, and that's fine. You don't have to be for this series. I don't think.
God, look at this. Look at this. Boom.
Look at I love dusk and dawn time frames in
Yeah.
open world games because like I just like the way that the skyboxes
Excuse you.
look, the color
Excuse you.
schemes. So how often do you find yourself just doing like this standard running and gunning, or how incentivized do you feel to utilize like the things like the tether and like your wingsuit in order to?
Right. Well, right now I don't have enough power ups. Like one of the the power ups you get later on in the game is to shoot while parachuting,
Sure.
which I don't have yet. So I think once that happens, I'll probably be more incentivized to do it. But as of right now, I just honestly run and gun a lot.
Yeah.
And this base was not what I expected it to be. It's a bigger base. I think this is a military base.
I mean, you're tackling it. I mean, in the top left-hand corner, you have all the different things that you
Yep.
need to get rid of.
This thing is there we go. Radar spire.
See, one of the things about this that I find intriguing is that it almost forces you to do my play style with most of these games, which is go nuts and see what happens.
Yeah.
There's
I want
not a
this to
whole lot
fall
of
again.
tactical stuff you can really
There we go.
do. I mean,
So
I'm sure
let's watch
there's,
that fall.
to
Let's watch
some
that.
extent there's some things, but basically once you
Look at
fire a
that.
gun, it's all hell breaks loose.
Look at that.
The smoke and particle effects on
Yeah.
the fire is really good. I remember
Ooh,
watching an
that's-
interview with the creative team, and they had one guy who was the art designer for the fire, and he
I'm gonna try and do this right.
and they were like, "How's the fire look?" And he was like, "Can we make it look more fiery?" And they were like, "More fiery?" And he was like, "Yeah, I don't think there's enough fire in the
Get out.
fire."
I'm hoping there's nothing here that'll shoot my copter out of the air, because sometimes you have things on the ground. Like that right there.
You got those.
Oh, I died.
Oh, are you still alive?
Nope.
Oh, nope. Did not make that one.
Well, now we get to see the load times.
Yeah, so the big complaint I have with this game is load times. I've actually waited up to 7 minutes for a game to load.
7 minutes.
Yeah. This one's not too bad because it loads online and then it loads the game. You can see right now. I think they fixed it in the update, honestly, because it's going a little bit quicker.
Well, that's the thing is that a lot of these games now, they're connecting to servers during load times, which I think is straight bullshit. So if your internet is lesser, or if there's a lot
I have 100 megabyte downloads, so it shouldn't...
Sure.
That shouldn't be an issue.
But if there's, other people who are on the servers as well, and it's like, slowing everything down, it's like, okay, well, my load times are going to be longer because there's a bunch of dinguses online.
Dingai.
Hey, spend some time in the flowers here. Let's take a look at these graphics. Just kind of slow down and smell the roses for a second.
Let's do this. I'm going to jump off the cliff here and just go flying.
Do it.
Okay. That'll work.
If I remember how.
Well, we're going to find out.
There we go.
Yeah.
So the wingsuit.
I really like the wingsuit.
And then what's really cool, the closer you are to the ground, when you tether to the ground, you actually go faster.
Yeah.
Because it gets air under your thing. And there's different missions. Every so often you'll see pop up here where it's like, I'm going against other people online for things.
For speed.
Yeah. Well, for like distances and all that.
Traveled.
Oh, I'm going to see if I can get... I'm going to
Like
try and pull a
Burnout
MLG Pro move here, and I'm not going to pull it off at all.
Do you remember Burnout Paradise?
Oh, Burnout Paradise was a...
Oh! Told you.
Oh, man.
I almost did.
Oh, that is some pretty underwater right there.
I was again with one of the interviews. They were saying that they actually built a whole other map undersea. So there will be portions where the actual there's an actual world.
Dude, give me your
a whole
boat.
other world under the sea.
Under the sea.
Atlantis.
Hey, watch this. Ready?
Blow up
Ready?
Atlantis.
Bye.
Poor guy.
Shit's mine.
Open world games are the most sociopathic of genres, I think.
I picked the slowest boat to steal. So let's.
Because just like, all right, well, here's a boat that
As Jordan
I want.
would say, let's go after Homeboy.
I'm gonna ruin this guy's life by throwing him out into what were probably shark infested waters, and it's just like,
There's
peace.
definitely sharks in there.
That guy probably has a wife and kids, and he's just gonna get eaten by sharks because
And the savior of his community is the one that did it as well.
just murdered
Where are
him.
we at?
Who murdered you? Oh, the one that everyone treats like a god? Great.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, we could go to that town right there.
It was so I could get upgrades.
Let's go to that. There's apparently a town right over here I have to liberate. So there's 3 things you can liberate. That first thing I'm not going to mess with right now until I level up. It's a military base. It has a lot more firepower. You then liberate towns, and when you liberate towns, you get points and all this, and new challenges and all the kind of
garages.
Yeah, and garages are important. Ready? Hup! Didn't make it in time. You have to get the timing back. You have to get the timing back down.
That's dope, though.
But yeah, so the biggest thing that I wonder with a lot of people who are going to play this is like, okay, yeah, you kind of get back to like your do you utilize all of the tools that you're given?
You can if you want to. That's how I'm going to say it.
And that's the thing that I think is a bummer with this is because I remember playing Just Cause 2 and I felt like very much that I wanted to utilize
like this. Ready?
all of the tools that were given to me, but like,
look, it's like Harry Potter, and then that speaker's done.
But it's also like how much fun is it to just run around with a gun as opposed to running around with a tether? Like with these guys right here, you could tether them all together and cause things to blow up, or you can just shoot them. And so it's like, well, I just wonder how.
Oh God!
Very nice. How good of a job this game does some of the times to.
I shoot way more than I tether just because so. I think part of it's just because I'm not used to... I played this game, like I said, for a few hours, but the controls at times can be a little wonky while you're flying. I've yet to master them.
It's got a very generous auto-aim, is what I've always noticed. It's like, you can be half a mile away and it already starts to...
Boom!
That was real delayed. And
yeah.
Kind of means like...
Uh-oh, I'm dying.
I want to see you do some real big explosions.
I'm trying.
Is there any kind of a multiplayer aspect to this game?
Nope,
no,
but that would
they
be
got rid
fun.
of it, which is one of the things that were
great do I own this? Are you on my team? I think you're on my team.
But yeah, they decided to nix it. They hired on a third-party company or had a third-party developer come in. They were like, hey, like, here are our assets. If you want to make a multiplayer component, that's cool, but like we're not doing a multiplayer component.
I'm trying to find... There should be a giant fuel tank somewhere.
I kind of feel like multiplayer would have been interesting in this game.
Oh,
there would
yeah.
have been a lot of opportunity for
Why
some
not tether
crazy
kick
shit. I mean, it's essentially kind of like... It would be a bit like GTA
Ready? Like this?
Online.
Boink!
But with more...
Oh, get over there. Get off!
Oh.
Really, dude?
He's an acrobat.
Fuck
he
you.
He actually spent 3 or 4 years
Who's shooting me?
in the circus.
Yeah.
He was
You really?
He's still not dead.
Fuck you.
Oh, hook to the dick. Sorry, buddy.
Go that way.
To the wall. Dick to the wall.
Go that way.
Oh, Dick Crusher.
Dick to the Wall sounds like it could be like the next big
Bill John single?
Yeah!
I'm looking for...
Dick to the Wall!
Oh, there's the billboard. So, you can see in the top, or Jordan pointed out earlier, Di Ravello is the bad guy, by the way. Jordan pointed out earlier, on the right there, or on the left-hand side of the screen, I got things I gotta do, so like I gotta blow up this billboard. So let's do this. I use the C4 a lot more. You're asking me what I use C4 a lot.
Yeah.
Just because it makes the biggest explosions.
And it's unlimited.
Yeah, and we're gonna go find a bridge later on and blow a bridge up.
everybody, by the way.
I know, I don't care.
He's invincible.
I'm Rico.
Like he's...
Like,
You're just shooting at...
Did you? So I played it briefly. I tried to stream it at one point before I really knew what I was doing. But do you ever remember playing Total Overdose?
Yeah.
That is what I kind of feel like was the birth of this
The
game.
predecessor of this
no,
game.
don't call them reinforcements. You douche.
I still think that, from what I've seen of this game, I still think Just Cause 2 is the epitome of like what this game was trying to go for.
Yeah.
Like I think they added a lot of stuff to this game, but none of it's entirely varied. And I just don't know how. Like this game is a lot of fun.
It is. It's just.
I just don't know how.
It's rinsing. Oh, I'm shooting. I'm shooting
all your
I'm shooting
guys.
my dudes. Let's not do that. Oh god.
That's kind of how I
There's
feel
a
about it.
helicopter
It's like,
coming in.
I know I'm going to get it at some point, probably
Oh
on
god.
sale,
That was a helicopter.
just so I can fuck around and blow things up. But there's not. I don't really have any attachment to the story or anything. So it does lack in that aspect, and I think it's hard to do a story for a game like this.
There we go. This is what I wanted.
Because essentially,
there's a helicopter. By
I mean,
the way,
they
that
were
crashed.
just trying to make a blow up whatever you want style game.
Yeah, but the second one had an okay story, and there was enough content that was varied to that game that I feel like it had longer legs than this game inevitably will.
The AI is really stupid in this game, by the way. They just will stand there
Yeah.
until you shoot at them.
I think one of the biggest things that they changed is how you get the upgrades, which is all the upgrades are locked through just how Keegan mentioned earlier, through those gears, which are all gained through doing challenge missions.
That's where I need to go.
Which,
I'm not a fan of challenge
which
missions.
yeah, I'm not necessarily a fan of challenge missions.
Oh god. That's what happens when you don't pull out your parachute.
Pro.
I especially don't like
That's a
to
broken
do
neck.
challenge missions.
It's all good. It's all good.
Because I don't really like driving cars in open world games. If there's a car in an open world game, I generally go ahead and I steer clear of the car. Like, and this is a game, especially where you have a wingsuit.
This is what you use cars for. Come here. Oh, I missed him.
That's a
I got the person.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh god.
He just.
I'm sorry. Oh! Here, we'll put him out of his misery.
Oh.
Oh, poor guy.
There's another billboard somewhere, and I'll liberate this town.
Viva la revolution!
Usually
I'm
the
liberating
billboards.
you. Shut up! I'm liberating you.
Usually the billboards when you enter the town somewhere. So I gotta.
What this game does, though, the art style is pretty stellar. I mean, everything that is on your side is blue. Everything that's kind of neutral has these browns and these yellows, and everything that you're supposed to blow up has an incredibly bright red color.
Yep.
So I think that there's something to be said in terms of
It's a very
like,
arcadey thing.
Yeah, I think in the visual design of it is, I think that if you can
Where's this flag at?
guide the player to
Oh, I got something. I got a trophy.
Rico Chaos, what's his last name, Vasquez or some stereotypical
maybe.
bullshit
Sure.
like that.
Look, I got fireworks too. Town liberated.
But I think like if you're able to guide the player along without like directly telling, like instead of showing instead of telling them, I think like utilizing color is something that not many developers do fantastically. Like you always have your HUD, you have your mini map where it's like, okay, go to this place. Man, there are fireworks everywhere in this.
Yeah. Well, it's because I liberated the town. They're all happy.
Well,
I don't know
sure.
where they got the fireworks staff from.
They're all happy except for the guy that you tied to a goddamn satellite dish.
Yeah, but
and
he's
blew
dead,
up.
so he has no.
This guy seems pretty happy. Oh god.
Oh, he's got a giant hole in his
God.
chest.
Oh no.
Oh, Keegan, you're
Monster.
you're a fucking sociopath.
I mean, does that? Oh god.
This is the guy that likes Mario
Yeah.
and Disney games and is like,
That is
no,
sick and twisted
no, I
side
don't
of
want to
me.
do that.
Ooh, you ready for this?
I'm gonna shoot a death from
Want
above.
an
Why are you
explosion?
gonna fire a goddamn rocket launcher from a fucking parachute?
You want an explosion? I'll
do.
give you an
Yeah.
explosion.
Yeah.
Oh god, this
Cool
is where the
guys
frame
don't
rate
stare at
sucks. By the
explosions,
way,
Keegan. You gotta walk away calmly.
that's where the frame rate just stuffs
Dips.
balls. Yeah.
How the fuck are you gonna fire a rocket launcher with no kickback from a parachute?
I like how the flowers move when you run through them.
Oh, when you have, I should have done with the helicopter earlier when we had it, but
Yeah,
I
the
can't respond it.
helicopter actually,
You can
like,
actually,
blows the
it blows the
flowers.
flowers out of the way. Which is
Hey,
kinda
hey,
cool.
slow down. I want to see your footsteps in the sand. I know that sounds stupid.
No, it's not stupid at all, especially in the wet sands.
Yeah, like just kind of slow it. Dude, do you know how to slow down?
No, there's no footsteps.
Oh.
There's no walking.
No.
There's no footsteps.
That's as slow as I go. Here we're
No
gonna.
footsteps in the sand. 6 out of 10.
Yep. IGN.
Fuck this game.
Why can't I tether to that?
It's
It
too
seems
far
like-
away.
No, it shouldn't be.
Graphics are beautiful. Frame rate
Okay.
dips occasionally. Gameplay is very
Here we go. We're gonna
very
have,
well thought out, but there's no footsteps in the sand. 6 out of 10.
I want.
Is you Spider-Man right now? What's happening?
I'm hanging out
Man,
with my
could
thing.
you could you imagine this company though doing a Spider-Man game?
That'd be great.
Like with this style of graphics and like
we're
I
gonna
mean
we're gonna
better
do one
load
each.
times and everything, of course. But like, could you imagine these guys doing an open world Spider-Man game? Like,
Fantastic.
how great that would be.
Let's go hang out up here.
Because when was the last good Spider-Man game? It was Spider-Man 2 for PS2, wasn't it?
Yep.
Officially,
Like
yeah.
the last, like that was like, I mean, they had some okay ones, like the Chaos in Time, or the one where like for PS3 and 360 where they were the. Why are you
You're
underneath
under
the bridge?
dude.
I didn't expect it to fall that much.
That's physics, homie. Like
I know, but I didn't expect that to happen. I don't know
Well,
what I expected, but not that.
you weren't an island before, but you sure are now.
And so Keegan just liberated this island from supplies ever getting to it. And he just single-handedly.
He liberated the island by literally
I want to go up to that
destroying
mountain
everything
and
about their way
wingsuit
of
off
life.
of it. Let's go up here. I'm starting to get the controls back.
So how did you guys start to like? What happened to your economy here?
Rico?
Rico decided to blow up our singular bridge in and out of town, and we actually stopped being
The
able
cars
to
are turning around. Look, they know what you did.
Fuck.
Yep.
All right. Well, they're out of gas over there. Can
God,
you
those
just?
fields are nice though.
Yeah.
Like they actually have
Ready?
like
Ready?
variation
Man,
to
I
them.
would love to live in a place like this. Like, if I could just drive around these fields and all these flowers, why don't you go help that person?
I don't want to help him.
Why not? You mentioned like the procedurally generated little.
Rico is a destructive force
yeah.
in Keegan's game.
Well, let's go
This
ahead and
is
see
not
how we can
this
help.
is not Josh from Fallout 4.
Yeah. I could, oh God, I'm turning around.
He is
Ooh.
essentially the devil incarnate in this game.
Well, that's fine, but if we got that person there, who's to say we can't just tether them to a gas station?
That's
I probably
true.
blew it up already.
Well, I mean, then you
We're
can be
being
the
honest.
bearer of bad news. Like,
Ooh, that
I
was
think
close.
Satan would enjoy being like, hey, fucker, I blew up a gas station, so you're stranded here in the middle of this beautiful fields.
So this is some of the missions that you actually have to do. Like
These are like
some
side missions.
fuckers out of gas.
Yep. So let's go talk to him. I guess because Jordan wants to talk to him.
You're like the number one like assassination
Rico.
/ spy guy in the country.
Oh, hey. Let's.
Oh, man.
Where's the nearest
Dude,
gas station?
so do it
over there.
So do a supply drop for a helicopter.
On his head.
I don't think I can because I don't have any beacons left.
Oh.
I use my beacon. Nope, I have a beacon. The question is, can I? I can
Well,
do the
no,
other.
do a tank.
I can do the
Tank
other.
on his head.
So the supply shops have cooldown times.
All right.
So let's do the other
So here's
one
what you do:
and just tether it.
You tether it to
We're
the
on the
helicopter.
we're on the same page. Don't worry, Jordan. We got this.
You gonna fly the car away?
Yeah.
Why not?
I thought you were gonna land the crater on his head.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that would finish the
Can you-
mission.
Well, I
faster.
didn't want to blow up the car.
Can you kill people by doing that? Like by doing the supply drops to their
certainly
heads,
hope so.
like Metal Gear Solid 5.
I believe so. I've actually not.
There's
tried.
no way they'd have that in the game and not let you do that.
I mean, that would make sense to me.
I'm gonna use all 4 tethers because I don't know.
How strong this will be?
Yeah,
Probably should have tethered it to
Oh,
the roof of the
that's not
car
what I meant to
as
do.
opposed to the side
I
of the
tethered
car.
it to the
No,
ground.
it's fine. We'll figure it out.
Wait, Tom. If you haven't noticed,
Physics are not your strong
yeah,
point. Yeah.
I stood on a bridge that blew up. You taking off with me? There we go.
As we murder.
Come on.
Just
You know-
drag it. Just drag
So
the
his,
fucking
his
thing.
paint job isn't gonna. You've already tethered it into the car. His one left side is already fucked. He's gonna be like, "Hey, thanks though. Like, I really."
Oh God.
Oh,
shit.
God.
Oh God.
Oh,
Damn it. Oh.
Oh, there's your gas.
Oh. Woo,
right, so-
that's a nice car.
So you get in that car. You tether. Why would you?
What the fuck?
Because why not? Here.
All right, so you tether that car to you just burk his windshield.
I did. I'm trying to grab.
Can you
Fuck!
just-
I can't hit him.
Can you just tether it to the gas station?
That's what I'm trying
and
to
then
do.
Just let it roll. Just like see what happens. There you go. Go on, buddy. Go get you some gas.
All right, well, I got you your gas,
This guy.
but I totaled your car.
Car is sentient.
Oh,
and
made
it's
it.
over the wall.
Does that count?
Oh, does it land? Oh,
Hey, you did it,
dude,
though.
I did a
so
thing.
close.
Okay.
You technically totaled his car.
Okay.
Can you tip it?
Yeah, I got it.
So-
Don't worry. We got this.
Oh my god.
You're just gonna destroy everyone's livelihood here.
Yep. This guy right here is not going to know
I
what hit him.
totally have to
What
get
are gas
this game.
prices
There's
here right
too
now?
much crazy shit to do.
Do they have gas prices? Like, are they like $70?
I can't see. They're going to be higher once I'm done with
Gas
them.
prices are your
Oh, God!
life. Oh, there.
Oh, that's not what was supposed to
Good
happen
night,
there.
sweetheart.
That is not what's
Good
supposed to happen
night,
there.
sweet prince.
Ooh, I want to do
man.
that.
That's a monster truck?
That is.
Dang.
There's stunt jumps all over.
So what do you guys? I mean, so I feel like 2015 was almost the year of
Open world games.
Open world games. So we started off with Dying Light, which is a pretty pleasant
I
surprise.
really liked Dying Light.
Dying Light was great.
I
yeah.
wish I played the DLC. I kind of wish I kept it long enough to do that.
Yeah, that's why you buy digital games and don't
I
trade
might.
them.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
I mean, you
then
guys
I
pick it up
can't
again. I want to say
get
the
money
game's like
back from them.
$20 right now.
I'm gonna pick it up on the cheap at some point.
So there was Dying Light. There was Rise of the Tomb Raider, which I mean, since all of us just have PS4s, we haven't played it yet. That's going to be.
I want an Xbox just for that
That's
game.
still coming to PS4 though.
Yeah.
right?
It's coming to PS4
Next
next
year.
year, so it's going to ultimately be the better version of the game because they'll have the DLC probably, and I mean,
Yeah.
better frame rate and all that shit. So it's whatever. I
can
hate
wait.
timed exclusives.
It's not something that I'm like super like. Oh my god, I have
Oh
to have
god!
this right
Oh
now.
god! Oh no!
Oh, see, it would have
Whoa.
been because the first Tomb Raider, the last Tomb Raider.
By the way, that's
I
my story mission. I'm not going to do any story.
Absolutely
Just
adored.
because they're a pain in the ass.
I liked it a lot. I enjoyed our skills not required playthrough of it.
Bless you. No.
You'd be good.
Oh god!
Nicely done. Straight headbutt.
Oh.
And
Oh man.
God, Rico's denim. Like, I want to figure
Yeah.
out where he goes to get his denim taken care of. 'cause,
Ooh,
like, that shit. So we had Dying Light. We had
Yeah, back on topic.
Yeah, we had Dying Light. We had Fallout 4. We had Metal Gear Solid 5. We had
Ooh, I'm gonna bet
Elder
re-
Scrolls Online,
Elder Scrolls Online. We had the remake of the re-release of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
I did it. Nope, I didn't do it.
We have Just Cause 3. Are there any other
Witcher.
Witcher.
I mean, can't forget the Witcher. Bloodborne.
Bloodborne. I went. And, that's pretty.
It's
I mean, The Witcher's RPG more so than what I would consider open world.
But-
And it is open world, but I always think of open world as sandbox.
God, this is so pretty.
Sure.
I don't know if I can die underwater.
Well, I guess I don't know. It's
I mean,
hard
it's. I would definitely consider it's an open world RPG.
because then like every JRPG is open world as well, technically.
Oh,
Yeah.
Come on, stay on the surface.
So we've had like several pretty big,
Choppy waves.
big
Yep.
big
I'm
budget.
trying to get a boat to go on it so
big
you guys
open
can
world
see.
games. So I guess my thought is, like, I mean, there's already Fallout or not Fallout Primal, Far Cry Primal that's announced for next year. Like,
Yep.
at what point? I mean, do you guys think we've already reached the saturation point of
Oh, I
open
think
world
so.
games coming out?
I think it's going to be like things happened in the past. I honestly, and I would be very happy if this happens. I think 3D platformers are going to come back
I'd be
because I think there's
too.
an audience for them now. Those of us who grew up on them are
You
now
said
old enough
3D
to buy
platformers?
3D platformers
Like Mario 64?
Yes, like Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, that kind of stuff. Maybe not necessarily
So-
mascot ones, but
The thing about open world games, though, that is so
God,
enjoyable
this is
is
the
the
most
fact that
frustrating
you
part.
get these
Ooh,
kind of
ooh,
like water cooler moments that you create. So
Why can't
it's
I-
not a case of like
I want your boat.
just following the missions through. Like some of the coolest shit that you do comes from just
Swimming in the
fucking
water.
around.
Sure.
So I think that 3D platformers, as fun as they may be, you're not going to get those moments of pure insanity when you
Sure.
start throwing in some random elements like fucking animals or tethers to cars that are sentient, like things like that. So I think that there's always going to be a massive thing for open world, but where open world goes next is obviously better graphics, because we're pushing a point where we should really be seeing some super. I mean, this is beautiful, but some better than this.
But
graphics.
the performance is terrible.
Oh God!
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
Do you see that ground
Frame
right
rate
there?
improvements, but also, with like Unreal Engine 4 and things like that, we should be seeing a lot more
Sure.
impressive
I guess-
stuff, but also larger
Yeah.
games, like
Oh, this
maps
game.
that
This
are
game. Oh, apparently I
just
can drown.
gigantic. That's what I'd like to see.
Yeah, I guess my thought is like, so open world games I feel are becoming just entirely too samey. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
You-
There's no innovation.
I
in
mean,
open world.
everything is pretty much at this point. Like, ever since Far Cry 3 came out, I feel like, and the Assassin's Creed genre,
Ubisoft in general just keeps doing
like
that.
the
Though.
Ubisoft, and that's what I'm worried about with Far Cry Primal is
yeah.
that it's gonna be just the exact same thing.
Well,
Like,
I think they're playing up the animal aspect of that a little more and making it a little bit more like cagey. Like,
so,
Here,
and
since I haven't done anything,
I
I'm gonna
would
do another mission.
love, I would love to see variation with it and that, and so I'm cautiously optimistic with it. But like, that's my only concern is that at this point, it's like, okay, well, I've played one open world game this year. I'm gonna play the exact same thing 10 different times, just with a different skin.
well, The other thing I think we're going to start seeing is games like The Division and more of those style games where it is open world and it plays like this, but 100% multiplayer.
Yeah.
So, you get even more chaos
guys,
theory
get out of the
thrown
way.
in with the ability to come across other players. Things like
Yeah.
DayZ and all that kind of thing. Are starting to rear their head on consoles. Arc, that's going to be out on PS4 and Xbox soon. So
Ark is out on Xbox. If you know
the early one is
yeah.
right, the preview or whatever.
Yep, and that game is a blast. I played it on PC and I love that game.
Yeah, so I think you'll start seeing a lot more integration with the online aspect of it, but I still think that's not good enough. Like, you're right, they do need to go a little better, a little bit more innovative. But I mean, really,
Is
what
that a
can
jump?
you do other than try and
That's
make
a
it
jump.
as hyper-realistic as possible?
Yeah.
That's a jump.
And I guess my only other other thing I wonder too is like, so one, there's this kind of like divide where it's like, okay, I understand video games cost a ton of money to make. Like I think Metal Gear Solid 5 cost several $100 million to make, and I mean this game probably costs a decent bit of money too. So you have these open world games that are all becoming very samey, and unless they change something, like you're playing the exact same game 10 dozen times.
Oh, it's a limo.
Is it fair to gamers, do you think, to continually charge $60 like for the same what could arguably be considered the same exact
Experience
style?
with
I think there's an
games.
interesting argument there. I do feel like I always have kind of felt like $60 is steep.
But
it's become the industry standard.
The
But
cost of developing games. $60
Yeah.
has been the industry standard for years.
Yeah.
where I'm
I
going,
know.
so I'm just
And I know with inflation,
it does feel like
I'm
a
just
little
gonna drive around. I don't know what I'm doing.
harsh.
Ooh, let's do a
and
challenge.
I know with like
Here's a
inflation,
challenge.
like if you look at like Atari games or Super Nintendo games, like there were some like $80 games back in the day. So like pricing has remained relatively consistent as time has gone on. But my wonder is like okay, we're getting very little variation
this?
with
I've already done this.
as time goes on. At what point do we as a community of gamers
Stop buying them.
and I don't think it's ever going to happen because I mean obviously
I paid $120 for Star Wars, and people think I'm insane for that. And I
still
played
think
that
you're
for.
insane for that.
I played that, so they have stats on how long I played. I played it for over 30 hours already,
And I mean,
counting.
pre-orders are like, it's the same thing with argument with pre-orders as well. Like,
Yeah.
people think that pre-orders are unnecessary, and I largely do as well. But I still pre-order things because I like having, I do it through Amazon. I like having them shipped to my house on the day that they're released. Like,
See, I do
I'm
digital.
full aware that you do digital, yeah.
I do digital, that way I can get it the second it comes out.
I'm fully aware that there will
loaded.
be, and I would do that, but I need to upgrade my hard drive in my
Yeah, me
PS4.
too. Hopefully, we're shooting this
That's
right before
another
Christmas.
big
I'm hoping
problem
to
with
get that
this
for
as well. Is
Christmas.
that what's going on there? Is
dead.
that games are getting bigger and hard drives are not catching up. Like, I mean, they tried a little bit, I think.
Whoa.
But 500 gigs is not enough. People.
Not only hard drives, but if you do digital only, like how many internet or ISPs have like data caps? So like,
Yeah, I know Charter just destroys me.
Yeah, we live in the Midwest, and we have 2 or 3 decent, like the highest speed that you can pretty much get here in St. Louis is like 100 meg, 130 meg download speeds. I know, like if you're in New York, Chicago, San Francisco,
my parents have 50.
yeah, like I mean, you can get and if there are places with like Google Fiber or whatever, you can get gig, 2 gig download speeds.
God, I would kill for Google Fiber.
I would love Google Fiber. It's in Kansas City, which is right next door, and they're not bringing it here. But it's one of those things where it's like as well, like okay, well we have this 60 gigabyte game, which then also has an 8 gigabyte patch. So you're trying to download, and it's like, okay, well, with this one game, I've hit my data cap for this month.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, there's 3 games coming out this month. Like, I'm not going to be able to play this game for 2 or 3 days because...
Which is one of the reasons why I'm not such a fan of the digital downloads. I appreciate them, and sometimes I think it's worth it. Like, if you're going to keep this game forever no matter what, then sure. Why not?
See, I love it because I don't have to switch discs.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to, is the fact that, like, last
And
night
that's
we
fine.
were playing Star Wars, and me and somebody else were like, hey, let's play some Rocket League. I'm like, cool. And I just literally just go in and close that and open up a new one.
That's fair.
You'd have to do that for Rocket League anyway, because it's only digital. But still,
That's what I'm saying, though. But, like, I do that for any game. Like, NBA.
Yeah. And that is definitely a huge benefit of it, but then if I, like, for example, like, I bought, like, Batman, right, back when Batman was released, and, I played it through, and at some point I got bored of it and stopped playing, and I was like, alright, well, not really going to touch this game again, at least not for a long time. And I pretty much had my fill of it, so what do I do with it? So for you, that's stuck on your hard drive, or that's stuck in your library, and yeah, you can download it and play it whenever you want to, but I can take it back to GameStop and get $30 for it.
My argument to that is, how many games have you rebought old school console-wise?
Old school console is different, though.
No, because PS4 will eventually be retro.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when you look at it, that, like, at the time, N64 was new. Like, all those games were new, but now that's retro. Xbox 360, PS3 are eventually going to become retro, and you'll probably go back and rebuy those games.
That's a fair argument. I feel like there's a little bit of a difference as far as nostalgia goes, because I'm buying games from my childhood. I'm not going to be a kid again.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, like, games that I played, like, 2 years ago, I'm less inclined to want to go through those again sometimes. I mean, sometimes I do. Like, I want to play Half-Life 2 again at some point.
I'll always play Dark Souls.
He'll always play Dark Souls. But I think the nostalgia element of those games is what makes them more powerful than just, like, because they're old games.
Can I get up there?
My wonder is, too, with, like, licensing and stuff like that, like, if you have a digital-only version of the game 12 years down the line...
Do you really own it?
Like, what's that going to look like? If there's how long... I mean, I'm sure that there is a long term with a lot of these, and I'm sure if I actually did a little bit more research, I could actually have an educated, like, opinion and argument for it. But that's the only thing at this point that I wonder is, like, okay, well, 20 years down the line, you mentioned, like, okay, like, I might want to play that again in 2025.
You know what I won't be able to play again? Star Wars, because it's online only.
Yep, and so that's the thing, too, is, like,
I just realized that, and I was like, damn it.
Open world games, and, like, this year of gaming has made me start to, like, wonder, like, where do we go next as a gaming culture? Because, like, it's getting to it's on this, like, cusp of being something that's taken somewhat seriously now. Like, there's definitely...
I think the money talks as far as that's concerned. I mean, there's so much money to be made in video games.
But I'm just wondering where we go next. Like, open world games, especially with this one coming out recently, and everyone just kind of being like, well, it's very samey, it's kind of disappointing compared to the last one. And then, like, the only real open world games that, blew me away this year were, like, Witcher 3,
damn it. I meant to
Fallout 4, like, those two games. Like, Assassin's Creed Syndicate wasn't bad for me, and that's also because I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game in 3 years.
Yeah.
So for me...
it was kind of a fresh...
Yeah, I wasn't burnt out by it, but, like, I didn't play Far Cry 4 this year because all Far Cry 4 was Far Cry 3 with a different
I never played
setting.
Far Cry 4, so I almost picked up when it was... God, I can't get up here.
I can't get enough of Far Cry. I don't care if they change the setting.
Is there a car coming?
Hey,
watch this. Bye, guys.
Poor people.
There we go.
I forgot. I have the rock. Hold on. Give it a second.
Inside.
There we go.
Oh,
God.
Oh, did you see the ground shake there?
Yep.
I don't know if that was a glitch or if that
No,
was...
that's actual physics. Like, that actual part of the concept.
Oh, that's so cool. I've not
So
seen
the
that
other
before.
thing about physical versus digital that I kind of think is interesting is that you talked about, like, what if you still want to play this game in 20 years or whatever, then cool. Keep the physical disc in that sense. Like, if there's one, again, that you bought and you love it and you're not going to get rid of it, then awesome. But as far as the digital stuff goes...
Mario Maker?
Like, so here's the thing. Like, when you're on eBay looking for Zelda Ocarina of Time, right, you're going to find some cartridge only, you're going to find some with full game and manual, you're going to find the manual being sold separately, the box being sold separately.
Yep.
It's a collector's item.
Yep.
People cannot collect digital content.
Nope.
And it's tied to your name, so you can't share it with anyone, and you can't get any value out of it if you wanted to. The option is taken away from you. Yeah.
Okay.
And even if you sell, like, your PS4, you can't be like, oh, PS4 comes with Just Cause 3 and Battlefront, $120, because as soon as you sign out, nope, it's not there anymore.
Yep.
So that's the downside to it. I see all the upsides of it, but I think I think there is a significant downside to it.
Yeah. My thing that I wonder about too, like, just talking about the future, is so you mentioned Ocarina of Time, and, like, I've been replaying through Final Fantasy VII and stuff like that. Like,
if I can do this cool.
I can't think of, like, I can maybe think of 10 games over the past, like, console generation or two that I may want to play in 10, 15 years.
That's true.
And so my wonder is, are games, in terms of, like, a general whole quality-wise, lessening? Because, like,
I think they're saturated.
Or is it just there's too much saturation at this point?
I think they're saturated. I don't think they're necessarily worse. I just think that there's so many of them that the classics stand out less.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about the N64, the entire catalog for that thing you could fit on a shelf.
Yeah.
But, try doing that with a PS2 or PS3.
Well, with indies and stuff like
Yeah,
that. And
yeah.
I love that where we're at with indie games, though. I think we're in a great
for
spot
sure.
for indie games.
Indie developers are loving
Like
it right now.
that's where digital, I think, is a great asset.
Oh,
For
100%.
sure. And that's the thing. The only games I do tend to buy digital are indie games.
Yeah.
Like AAA's, I almost
Oh,
always
God.
buy the
Oh.
hard disc.
Yep.
But if the only thing that'll make me buy a AAA digitally is if it's on a PlayStation sale.
Yeah, that's
Like
100%.
if it is, like $10, like Sherlock Wars.
around.
I'd much rather do that than
Turn around,
pay
turn around.
$60 for the.
Oh, I need to turn that off.
Yeah, you didn't turn that. Oh, careful for the. You're gonna get. Oh.
Nope, I'm good.
This is gonna be interesting. Oh, there you go.
Oh, I didn't do what I thought I was going to do.
And I'm sorry to get on, or I apologize for getting on super tangential things.
Well, I'm not doing much in this game. I'm trying to
yeah.
get up to that base up there on
I
the
like
mountains.
that.
What I'm aiming for.
I'd say, why don't you, if you can't get to the base of the mountain, why not end with the story mission? I would like to see
Well, the story mission's on the other side of the world now.
Yeah.
It's all the way back where I just came from.
So yeah, if we could
Is there
find
no fast travel?
Nope.
your
Oh,
fast
that
travel
sucks.
is your wingsuit.
Yeah, this is your fast travel.
But yeah, I've just been thinking about that a lot recently. What with there's
Oh, God,
end
I
of
hit a
year
tree.
list coming through,
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's what with this game coming out, and I feel like there have been a
Ooh,
lot
this
of
looks
open
like a place
world
I should not
games
be.
coming out recently. I've just been thinking about a lot with what's next for the game community.
Well, there's
like-
always phases, isn't there, with the game community? Do you remember I'm sure you remember the musical instrument phase, which really
Which has come back,
kind of
and
going
it's
back
not very
into
good.
it. Yeah, it's not really had the life they thought it was.
Which again,
gonna
it's
have, but-
digital. It's because of the digital things. Like they don't have all the licensing
Yeah.
that they used to. With certain things.
Rock Band, you can use any DLC you've ever bought. You can redo those.
If you own it on the same console,
Yes.
the same PSN. Though.
Yep.
So if
And
I own it on Xbox,
I own it on Xbox, which is what I'm running into. But the
I
other
have
thing
a ton
too,
of it on PS4, but I don't want the new Rock Band. It
Yeah.
looks crappy.
Yeah.
the problem, the big. Oh God, I'm gonna die here. I might go do a story mission if I die. I'm in a bad spot.
Yep. You're getting straight fucked up.
Getting out of dodge. I want to get up to see what's up there. I've not actually been over here yet. I just literally set a waypoint. Like this looks cool.
Yeah, I know. That's when you
But with
said
Rock
that, it was
Band, the other issue they have with that is there's no way to bulk download what you already own.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I discovered a settlement.
I'm actually, this is like a little bit of
Oh, sniper! Where you?
what
okay.
do you call it? Like when it's embarrassing, but you do it anyway.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, one of them. So guilty pleasure
One
of
of
mine is SingStar on the PS4, right?
Oh, are you a singer, Tom?
Don't judge.
No, I would love to. We should do a
So-
play of that.
I would be happy to. I've got 150 songs on it.
Damn,
Damn it.
homie.
So, so SingStar, for those of you that are listening at home and are unaware, is a long-running series, all the way from the PS2 forward, of karaoke games. So it has music videos that
Who's
play,
shooting
that are
me?
the real music videos for the songs, and then you sing along with it, and it kind of scores you based on tone and pitch and things like that, and then you go from there.
Yeah.
Now the thing about SingStar for me is not so much that I want to be the best singer, because I am a terrible singer. I'm just going to say that right now. My
You wanna be
wife
the
is a
very
very
best
good
that-
singer. I am god awful.
There ever was.
But what I do is we'll have our friends over and we'll just fucking sit here and chill and sing and have a good time, and
Drunk
we
and sing.
compete
Why can't I
against
take
each
this
other.
down?
Me and my wife have a running competition to see who can sing a Morrissey song better.
Who's
And,
winning?
she's winning, which is surprising because I'm actually English and male. But I can sing Adele pretty good. So here's the thing, like, SingStar had a bunch of PS2 games, bunch of PS3 games, and then when it came to PS4, they released digital-only thing, and everything was like, okay, we're doing away with disc, it's gonna be digital-only, and they fucking dropped the ball, man. Like, they have not updated that shit forever. And that's what I worry about with this type of content, is there is so much fighting that goes over, like, especially for these
There we
musical
go.
ones.
Oh nope.
That it is hard to get everything. It's kind of like the Avengers thing, you know. Like everyone wants Spider-Man in the Avengers, everyone wants X-Men in the Avengers, but because things are spread so thin, you can't do it, and that's kind of what happens with these musical games.
And I guess I don't necessarily have the answers, and that's why I think it's an interesting topic to discuss. But it's like, what's the alternative? Like, we sell disc-based add-ons again. Like, I know I just got the old, there was the old Hunters with Bloodborne, and like, granted, there's enough content in there to justify maybe another disc, but like, what would you do for every single 2-hour thing of DLC? Would you have another disc? So like Fallout 4, there's probably going to be, if history were to repeat, there's going to be 5 different DLCs for it, like they have with the other games, and it's like,
well, do you a Game of the Year edition?
Yeah, would you buy like a disc for each of those DLCs, so you ultimately have 5 different discs that you have to switch through? So like, I don't know what the alternative is necessarily.
That's not what I meant to do.
But I'm just interested to see what the actual chain,
I mean, as far as the future of gaming goes, I think that the only thing we can really do is the same thing we've been doing since the beginning, which is to try and make shit as realistic as possible.
Yeah.
And I do feel like VR is going to be massive in that. I am a big fan of the push for VR.
I want to get PlayStation VR. Like, I want that to be really good. I don't think it will be out of the box.
Oh no, it's going to take a while, but at least they're trying. At least there's a point now where we have major billion-dollar corporations that are like, you know what, this would be really fucking cool. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, we have the capability to do it.
We have the technology, as they
we have the technology.
Granada.
But it's something I'm really excited about, VR, because that's your childhood dream right there. I mean, everyone that grew up in the 90s or the 80s playing these games wanted VR to be a realistic thing, and now we're almost there. We're almost at a point where you can put on a helmet and be immersed in a world. How cool is that?
And especially if there's things like, there's super, or like giant robot golf coming out, like where you...
That game looks awesome.
You're literally...
It's retarded.
/ weird.
I think it looks great. I want it. Like, I mean, to be a giant robot playing golf and destroying cities, that sounds awesome. Like, that, I can't think of something that would be a better suit for VR. There's one that I'm really interested in as well, where like you're this blind girl who's able to control like golems, like the like giant rock creatures. And,
just called Golem, isn't it?
I think it's just called Golem, yeah, but not Golem. But like, yeah, you're exactly right. Like, I think VR is going to be a really big thing.
And here's what I like about VR as well, is that it doesn't have to be defined purely by games.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I've already sort of read a lot of articles about it because I'm big into it, but there was an article recently about the first ever VR movie. And it was a movie that you are 100%.
It's an entertainment. Like, that's why I think Sony's going for it, because Sony owns.
Yeah, that'd be
everything.
I mean, Sony and peripherals are not two things I trust implicitly. Unfortunately, because they've let me down in the past.
Yeah,
but I will give the Morpheus a shot, or whatever they're calling it now.
And what do you guys think about HoloLens?
Yeah.
HoloLens.
I think it looks cool. I think it's gonna be expensive as fuck.
It's Kinect to me. It's just Microsoft again. They're one of those people that talk the talk when it comes to it, but when they drop it, it's not what they said it was going to be.
Yeah. And then
Oculus is still probably our best bet for pure VR, honestly.
Yeah.
But Oculus is in this weird spot right now with Facebook and all that kind of stuff. Like no one really knows how that's going to turn out.
Yeah.
Plus, Valve is in on the game as well. Don't they have?
See if we can try
isn't Valve working with like HTC or something weird like that?
Yeah, I think
something
that
weird.
Yeah.
Valve Gear or something.
But
we're getting there, and I think that realism, first of all, is going to be what we're going for. The Unreal 4 engine, when that starts kicking off a little bit more, and just scaling up the graphical fidelity of games and the frame rates, and we're going to start seeing like 120 FPS and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and then I think VR is going to be... This is the year of VR. Like, absolutely, 2016 has to be the year of VR.
It has to, otherwise...
So, assuming that it isn't just a big gimmick and it fails on its ass, I think that will be how you make an open-world game more interesting.
It's over here.
To bring it back, to circle back to your original question, how do you make
we don't do that here.
open world less saturated?
We don't do that here.
Yeah, VR would be a good place to make open world less saturated.
And then there are interesting ones,
God.
like there's a rock climbing simulator, I think.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Get off the
I
fucking
bet
tree,
there's like
thank you.
to think about the implications of something like that. Like, you know, we have like flight simulators and things like that. I mean, you could do an actual flight simulator, an actual surgeon simulator. Like,
What I'm interested to see is like, because the Wii U or the Wii kind of went into like the like games for everyone type of a thing. I think the biggest implication for VR is that they're gonna be games that like I could just be like, hey dad, like you're interested in this thing, or like, you know, hey, there's this flight simulator, I know you like planes, come and try out this game, and then my dad can play VR for
it
like
opens
10,
the world
15
up a lot, yeah.
as opposed to being like, hey dad, here's this super graphic, super vulgar, you know, open world game that I've been
Oh,
playing.
and here's 15 buttons to figure out.
Yeah, here's 15 buttons to figure out. Instead, it's like, okay, put this on, you lean to the right to move right, you lean to the left to move left, like, give this a shot, or try out this thing, and, you know, it could be this quick 10-15 minute thing.
That's what Iwata was good at.
Yeah.
Games for everybody.
But I think that that's probably the most interesting implication for me, is that I can, you know, maybe during, like, the holidays, because my family is really big into you know, playing like board game or something like that, and we're probably going to do Keep Talking or Everyone Explodes this year.
Nobody explodes.
Or Nobody Explodes, yeah.
You don't want everybody to explode. That would be bad.
And
means you screwed up.
so
That's another good one for VR, by the way.
yeah.
Yep.
And so like
I've got that game, by the way.
Yeah.
If we want to play it.
I'm picking it up
I've-
myself.
Well, I got it from the dev.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we can play it.
By the way, if we have any developers watching that want, like, us to cover your game, fucking send it to us. We'll play whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we really don't give a shit. We have no bar for quality at all.
I mean, we have a bar for
So,
quality.
yeah.
If it's a game, we'll play it.
And more often than not, I always end up buying a second copy anyway of anything that we get for free. So you'd still get a pretty much a guaranteed sale.
Look at this.
I think while we're
just gonna hang
playing
here
this
for a
kind of
second.
fun game here, we should also perhaps mention that we've been doing really well lately.
Yeah,
Yeah, really well.
we have been, and that's largely in part to community of people that surround us. So
Yeah.
Yes. I was not to date this, but I will here for a second. I played Battlefront a few days ago on the day the movie came out.
Yeah.
Force Awakens came out. We had
What
like,
movie?
the Star Wars Trek movie.
There's a Star Wars Trek movie?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
about trekking about Star Wars.
it's an okay movie.
Yeah, I heard it's all right. I haven't seen it yet, actually. I'm
I
going to
saw
see.
it the
I'm going to see
opening
Christmas
day.
Eve. But anyways, on opening day, we were. So you can see, I got a leaderboard going on
Yeah.
over there. On opening day, we had like 5-6 people, which is standard for a stream I've done recent for streams I do. But then at one point, we went from like 11 to 24 people, and it just kept going up. And I think it's when the movie ended that everybody started showing back up.
Yep.
So we love you guys for that. That was kind of cool. Not even gonna lie.
We're probably going to start looking at trying to stream more regularly
I know I am.
in the year of 2016, our Lord.
2016, our Lord.
This is why is
or
this
year
so
of our Lord
slow?
Dark year of
2016,
our Lord,
yeah.
2016.
I'll probably be looking at probably streaming a lot of Dark Souls 3 because
Yeah.
Dark Souls.
Can I talk about
Watching
it?
Jordan
That's
play
what
Dark Souls
what we're
3 will
thinking
be
about?
pretty fun for
We'll
you
leave that
guys,
for
I
a
think.
surprise.
Okay.
Mostly because Jordan playing Dark Souls 3 is like watching
It's
a
not like
5-year-old play Mario 64.
It's not like
for the first
watching
time.
Keegan play Just Cause. It's like Keegan playing.
Just to give
Mario-
everyone an idea, I
Mario
have
Maker.
5 days requested off work so that I can play Dark Souls in a row. So we're probably going to do video stream. I'm probably going to have guest, stars, cameos come
Guest
in.
stars. Are you gonna get Leonardo DiCaprio?
To be determined. I heard he really likes Dark Souls.
He might actually win an Oscar this time.
Yeah. If Steve Harvey hosted, he will.
Oh.
I
Sad.
feel bad. I
dated
feel
material.
so bad
Dated
for him.
material.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Steve Harvey. Like,
I don't.
well, I mean, like,
He's a
did you
jack-off.
see the picture of like what the actual like award envelope looks like? It is
No.
the most poorly designed like invitation or like winning thing. Like the way that it's set up, like I can totally understand.
I'm almost
how
there, guys.
He would get
We're
confused.
200 meters away. I'm gonna make it.
So
Actually, do you wanna-
I think
I
we
will
should.
take it
We do it a lot, but I just again want to thank everyone for sticking with us. Obviously, we made a big decision coming up towards the end of the year here, and it paid off. I think we've got a lot of subscribers, a lot of wind at our sails right now. We got a lot of folks joined us on Twitter and Facebook, and I think we're in a really good spot to move on to the next year. I mean, me and Keegan, when we started this thing, what was it, 9 months ago, bud?
February 5th.
February 5th.
2015.
We said, you know, if we can just get like maybe like 100 subscribers by the end of the year, we would be stoked. And we're currently sat at 264, pushing for 300 by the end of the
Drive
year.
for 300.
We got Jordan now on board, and Jordan's been just awesome to have and to work with. So we're in a really nice spot right now. Where there's people wearing T-shirts with their faces on it. I mean,
That's weird. I'm actually wearing one right now as we record this.
People other than Keegan
Yes.
wearing T-shirts with their faces on it. So that's interesting.
So I think what we're gonna do now is we're going to
explode a gas station here real
Blow
quick.
more stuff
explode
up.
a gas station. I think we're going to look at ending this quick bite with a story mission.
Yes.
But before that, we're gonna do a quick fade.
Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer.
Fade in.
Flashback in, flashback in.
All right, so we're gonna end this quick bite with a nice
terrible
little
reaction, apparently.
A terrible reaction, which is hopefully not what anyone has after watching this video.
Or terrible rash. That would be bad too.
Terrible.
Terrible if you're
terrible.
or that too.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that next gen food right there. I think
Is that some brie there?
I think that's some brie. Man, I love brie.
Me too.
A friend of mine posted on social
such a
media
fan
that
of
they're
the,
like,
Di Rivello. He's the evil dictator.
dictator's a funny word. Cause it's,
You know why? Because it's dick and tater.
Yeah, it's dick and tater. It just makes me think that like some southern redneck guy was like, hey, look at that dictator there. And
It does sound like an insult.
Am I watching this cutscene?
Tater dick.
Cutscene? Cool. We're watching this. This is the thing that's
I
happening.
mean, just because it looks good.
Look at that meat, though.
Do you think he wears that 24/7? Like, even on like his days off, he's just like
Totally.
No, I picture him a day off, like what I'm wearing now, basketball shorts and just a t-shirt.
tight.
Just because. I would love to see, like, Hitler, like, when he's not dressed in uniform.
Whoa,
Well,
Keegan.
Hitler's dead, but...
Whoa.
So I don't want to see him now.
Oh, damn.
Oh! Well,
Homie just shot himself in the face.
he's a dick tater.
The tater dick.
I feel bad if your dick would look like a tater. I feel like that would be just a very unfortunate thing to have. Just be like, hey babe, like I want to let you know things are going great with us, but I have tater dick.
So I have a very serious question.
Tater dick.
Yes.
If you suck a dude's dick, totally platonic, and you don't get off at all, is it gay?
So do you have? So I'm not gonna get off
Why
by
are
sucking
we
his
asking
dick.
this question right
But does
now?
he get off by my sucking his dick?
That's a great question. Probably not.
Yes, I feel like if you're performing
That was a Game Grumps reference, by the way, Tom. That's what that was from.
sexual relations on anyone, it makes you.
But it's not sexual at all. It's just you just enjoy it.
How
I mean,
is sucking a dude's dick not sexual? That's like me stabbing someone in the throat and being like, it's not violent.
It's not. Oh, I think I remember this mission. I didn't complete it because I kept blowing up on the
You have to
tanks.
complete it by sucking the dude's dick, I hear.
So, people in the comments, if you platonically suck a dude's dick, does it make you
Platonically.
does that make
you
you gay, or is that a sexual act?
I just want
Let
a
us know.
preference that was I stole that from the Game Grumps.
All right.
So it's not free will right there. That's where
free-
it came from.
Free Willy.
We would also like to
I-
point out as a trio, we are also perfectly fine with those of you that enjoy the
Sucking
the
of
sucking
dicks.
of penis, male or female. Do your
Female.
thing.
Hey, females, come see me and Jordan. We're single.
Female penises.
Oh God.
Female
Female
penises.
penises.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this. This is hard as balls.
God, you're getting real phallic over
Why
here.
does Rico look like Jamie Kennedy right now?
We have to do this.
Because why not?
Just Cause, the actual movie, is directed by Michael Bay, starring Jamie Kennedy. I would hate that movie so much.
It would be bad.
You go to town, Mario. We'll serve you up and up them up. I can.
That's why Keegan loves this game so much, because Mario is in it.
And because he can do voice acting for them.
I wouldn't call it acting.
People actually kind of liked your voice.
I
acting
did,
for
yeah, I
Mario.
noticed
What's
that.
with that? You guys are nuts.
Yeah,
I-
with
see,
the-
Tom?
Try being in a room with it.
See?
Jesus.
You try being in the car with me when I sing. So I gotta. My goal right now is to
Oh.
destroy all these tanks.
I remember what I was going to say before. We were talking about SingStar.
Yeah.
I have Let It Go on SingStar, which I think Keegan should sing as like a special, since he enjoys singing that song.
Problem with that, we might get copyrighted.
Well,
So-
fuck it. We'll do one episode where we just don't monetize it. It's fine.
Yeah. That's,
We end up doing that shit a lot anyway. Honestly,
Yeah.
we barely make any money at all. We don't make. I mean, we
Why are
make
you
like
shooting the...
We've made like 50 cents total with all the videos that we've done. It is.
Because we end up playing shit that's all copyright protected.
Yeah.
So buy our merch is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please.
Buy our merch or.
Just tell your friends about us.
Or just send us video games that you want us to play.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That's
Free
where a lot
video
of the money
games. I'd
goes.
do this shit for free video games. Why not?
Oh!
Even if we never make money, if we can or even if we never make jillions of dollars, like if we can just get to the point in which like we can just get video games for free.
There you go.
Like
One
I would love that. Not necessarily
pretty
saying
cool.
that I want people to give us video games, but even if we only make like $60 a month, like so we can buy like the one AAA game that we want to do a quick bite on, or
That would be nice.
I really just do this though because
ready?
You know,
Go to sleep.
I enjoy hanging out with you guys, and I really like video games, and I like talking about things because I'm heavily opinionated. Stop telling me to fucking shush.
Oh!
You bitch.
Red explodes, right? That's what that means?
Red
Apparently-
barrels explode. That's not a
Barrels
barrel.
explode.
I know, but
box.
Red boxes
I
don't
think
do
that's
shit,
weapons.
apparently.
Oh! Nope, you guys were wrong.
You just had to take the lid off first.
Oh my god! Oh!
Man.
Whoa!
See if you can tether onto that tank and take over that tank.
Yeah.
I can't do it from here. I'm gonna kill this
Well,
guy.
then
Oh
it's a shame
shit!
it's a shame you don't have a wingsuit or anything like that that would allow you
There's no
to
way of you to gain ground fast.
very quickly get over to said tank.
Yeah, you know what? Oh!
Staring
Get in the
down-
vehicle.
Staring down the business end there. Oh, there you go.
I am
See you,
in-
buddy.
Now you can go and destroy the other tanks.
I don't know how to drive said tank though.
Probably the same way you drive
You
most
can
other
pretend
things.
you are Brad Pitt in Fury.
I gotta destroy the tank in the end.
Man,
so-
Fury was such a good movie.
It really was.
I can't.
There was Shia
My gun
LaBeouf
doesn't
in
go
that,
that
wasn't
high.
he?
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf did really good. In
I
that
thought
movie.
so, yeah.
And he did like this whole shtick where he was like, "Yeah, I came to find God" after that movie, and then afterwards he's like, "Nah, I just was getting into character and being an asshole." I really like Shia LaBeouf.
How do I get up
He's
there?
an interesting bird. I really was
You
not
say
like
bird?
a fan of
Like
I-
a bird. Bird is the word.
exactly like that.
Ready? They don't
I'm
see
really not
coming.
a fan of him jacking other artists' stuff.
Well, sure.
But
jacking.
I don't know how much of that was intended and how much of it was a mistake, to be honest with you. But I think he learned his lesson
it?
pretty
Destroyed.
fast. And he's been pretty cool since. Like, I really
Now I
like
gotta
that
destroy the
Sia
tank I'm in
video
now.
that he was in.
Yeah.
I really liked him watching himself in the movies.
His reaction to like the Transformers movies is great.
Yeah.
Because they're exactly my reaction to the Transformers movies. I think didn't at one point he like fall asleep in the aisle because he was so bored by Transformers.
Something like that.
Explode!
yeah.
Explode! Come on, tank!
And the weird part about that was people were allowed to come in and watch
There
the
it
movies
goes.
with him.
Yeah. I would have went in and chilled with him.
Yeah.
He seems like he seems like an
I
incredibly
gotta go find Mario.
pretentious asshole, but I really like the shtick that he's got going on right now.
The one
Ooh,
thing
rocket
which I'm
launcher.
kind of always been surprised by that it was him that did it was so I used to really enjoy the warblings of a certain rapper called Cage, who has since turned a bit less good than he was.
Oh.
But he had an album called Depart From Me, and there was a single on there about stalking a girl all the way home and then murdering her.
Right.
And
Oh,
Shia
my
LaBeouf did the video for that.
There you go.
Really?
He filmed the entire video for, at the time, a relatively unknown indie rapper. Well, not that
pretty cool.
unknown, but
Give me the shit. Give me the
definitely
shit,
low
give me the
key.
shit, give me the shit.
And it was a good video.
Is there
I
not
liked
a
it.
rocket launcher in here? I want a rocket launcher!
That's a grenade launcher.
What is happening?
Keegan's trying to
Are you trying to kill Mario?
no, he's trying to liberate this.
I can remember. I can kill whoever I want on my team.
up! I'm liberating you.
Be happy, I'm liberating. You're shooting me in the face. But it's for freedom.
Get liberated, bitch.
I'm being shot from the skies. Oh!
Tether.
Oh damn!
Tether him to the ground.
Damn! Parachute troops.
Yeah, you can pull them all.
And sit down.
Well, as soon as I hit him, they
And
fall
sit
though.
As soon as you hit him, they
Ready?
fall.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh
Granada.
man, there goes Mario.
That
Bye,
guy's not
Mario.
dead though.
I think you just killed Mario.
Ah! Fuck! Did I think I could do all the tanks again?
Mario was doing a ballet pivot there in the air.
Here, I thought you did something cool,
I
but
thought I did too, and I was like, "Yeah, slow down."
it's like, nope, you just straight fucked
You
up.
just failed.
screwed up the mission.
At life.
Mission failed.
Mission.
Yeah, they definitely had to
Mission
fix these load times because this is a lot faster when I played last time. It's still a little lengthy at times,
And
but
it's still longer than any game in 2015 has the right to be.
I mean, I get again, this world is huge.
Yeah, but
But-
still, Witcher 3 also had a big world.
Yeah.
Grand
So
Theft
I
Auto
picked
5
up
has a
Witcher
big
3 on
world.
the cheap, and I started playing it, and then I kind of got sidetracked, and now I'm kind of like, I want to
games
go
do
back
you-
to it 'cause it
what-
looks great.
What games have gotten your guys' attention recently? Like, what's the big thing you're playing right now?
I'm playing Divinity Original Sin for the first time right now, which is like a CRPG, isometric, like turn-based.
What's a CRPG?
Computer RPG. Like
Is
the old style like Fallouts and like the isometric like overhead RPGs.
Oh, they have proper
Yeah.
names? I just thought it was RPG.
Yeah, they're
Would you fucking die?
CRPGs
Thank you.
a lot too. Like, there's a lot more customization. Like, I spent a good like hour making my character, not necessarily because of like the visual aspect, but like allocating certain stats and complementing my characters with the other characters that they have.
I
So,
thought
like,
you were just gonna say complimenting me. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
you look nice today.
you look really great. You
I
look
like
beautiful.
that shield with your hat.
But yeah, Divinity's really funny. It's a really great game. It was originally on PC, and then they ported it over to. What if you shot a Granada? Up,
Whoa!
Oh, that didn't work out well.
If I shot a grenade at them?
Yeah, up in the sky.
Where the hell are they?
It's a really funny game. I actually met a talking shell whose name was Ishmael.
Mario!
Ishmael.
Mario!
Ishmael, and all he wanted to do was go back to the sea.
Oh, they went flying.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of clever, Ishmael. So he was like, call me Ishmael. And I was like, hey, that's cute. So there's that. I've been playing a lot of.
Got
been doing Undertale still.
How's that going now? Is it still good?
Oh, I remember this part of the mission. This is where I suck.
I enjoyed that game a lot.
Undertale's still fantastic.
Good.
It's still one of the most well-written games. Like, it's probably in my top 3 games that's come out this year. Which,
Didn't it come out earlier in the year?
Yeah, it was like mid to early part of the year. Yeah.
This is what a grapple's good for.
Yep.
Open.
And we have a quick bite of that game for those of you that are wondering what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Great little.
Indie gem.
Yeah.
Let me in you. Let me in you.
If I had a nickel.
You would have a nickel.
I have been playing Fallout relentlessly.
What the hell are you shooting?
How many hours you put into that now?
I don't even know. I haven't checked because I'm scared a little bit.
Oh! I did it. I did a thing.
Nicely done. Yeah, honestly, like, so here's my Fallout regime, right? So, I will go into my quest log. I'll go to miscellaneous first, which is the bottom of the quest log. I'll go to the bottom of the list of miscellaneous, and I'll tag it, and then I'll go do whatever it is I have to do.
I feel like this is
And
about to
that
get really hard to
usually,
do real
like,
quick.
miscellaneous creates a mission.
Oh, nice.
So I'll go through all those to create missions, and then I start at the bottom of the mission list and start going up to the top. I'll do that for like 9 hours.
Woo!
And then,
Here we go. Tether time.
oh god damn, all kinds
Oh, I
of shit
missed.
going
I
on
missed.
Yeah, tether the helicopter to the car.
here. So I'll do that for like 9 hours, and then
I'm trying. It's
dump
not
all
as
my
easy as it
junk
looks.
and build something, and then rinse, repeat.
Damn
I
it.
can't stop playing it. Like, it's so fucking good.
Why can't I hit the fucking helicopter? You know what? We're gonna get this car out of here at least. I'm
I
dying.
actually
See if you can
need
zap
to get
up
back
the
to
car.
Elder Scrolls Online at some point.
There it goes. Boom. Uh-oh.
That's still immensely satisfying. The tether feature
Yeah,
in this
it
game,
always
like
is.
watching it just like.
Oh, sniper.
just blow up
Sniper.
into something.
Sniper somewhere.
Oh, nice.
Oh, whoa. Oh, get back in the truck. Get back in the truck.
So I got to right before Fallout came out. I got to veteran rank 1 in Elder Scrolls Online, which is hard to do. And I was
I
pretty
remember that
proud
game
of
came out, I
myself for
played
getting
it.
all the way up there because I've never got that far in an RPG ever. And so I started. The world opened up a little bit more, and I've been doing some stuff there. I bought the DLC. I'm going to buy the future DLC. I know that the Brotherhood, the Dark Brotherhood, or whatever they're called, are joining with some DLC soon, so I'm excited about that too.
There we go.
But Fallout has just taken all my attention away from it, so I'm gonna play Fallout probably until I just hate it, and then.
Well, I think it's funny because I keep saying
Back
I don't
to
know.
Elder
I don't know if I
Scrolls.
like Fallout. Like I play it for hours, but I still don't know if
If you play it for hours, you like it.
Yeah, you enjoy something.
Yeah.
You might not love it.
I mean, if you didn't like a game, you would not play it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
No one
on
forces
you
themselves.
asshole. Go over there.
It may not be like a typical game that you enjoy, but you must like
Or
it.
like game of the year material for you.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, you don't dedicate.
I also
time
have
to-
Assassin's Creed, which I started.
Holy shit.
I got a couple missions in, and then fucking Fallout came
Oh,
out.
I need to get back to the
so
truck.
it
I need to get back to the
was
truck.
goodnight, sweetheart, for that.
Back to the truck. Back to the truck. I was. Now it's all.
Get in the tank.
Yeah, just charge the gun. That's a great
Uh-oh.
idea.
I have to get back to the vehicle. I have to get back to the vehicle. I have to get back to the vehicle. I'm coming, Mario! Oh, no. No, 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 no. I'm coming! Wait for me. Okay, it stopped counting down. We're good.
Yeah, but his life is ticking down pretty heavily.
Oh God, I did not do that one.
Okay,
Yeah, I failed this mission like
play
4
a
times.
Spider-Man game.
God.
Yeah.
Well, I keep tethering to the wrong thing.
Tether to the
That's
helicopter.
what I'm saying.
I
You know what I
lost.
was
Did
debating
lose?
buying the other day?
I think I lost.
Did you pass that mission?
I think you
No, I
passed.
did.
Nice.
Nice. I didn't.
Because they re-released it. Sorry. They re-released it, but I don't think they did anything to it.
Which
It
one?
was Prototype.
Prototype, yeah.
I'm a massive Prototype fan. I like both of them.
Prototype 1
That's
was fine.
that big ass
Prototype 2
base I
was
couldn't
boring.
blow up.
I liked it.
I still want to blow that base up at some point, but I'm gonna wait till I get more OP.
Yeah.
I like the powers
Wait, did I
in the
finish
Prototype
it?
games. 'Cause they're so
Hey,
evil.
mission complete. So there you
Good
go.
job,
There's a story
Keegan.
mission.
You did a story
Yeah.
mission.
We were running away from people and blowing helicopters up because I.
Well then.
But yeah, I think that's a good place to end this. So this
No, we gotta
gave us
do one more thing. We gotta show off a challenge here real quick.
Okay.
I want to show this off.
It's a plane challenge.
Yes, it's actually a new one, so that's why I want to do it. Selfishly,
Fine. One more thing.
like Steve Jobs. So there's
Fly
airplanes
through
in here,
the-
so I gotta fly through the
God,
rings.
Rings. I hate.
Do I use the right
flying
stick or
through
left
rings.
stick? That's the question. Well, that's all the freaking wingsuit is in this.
So while
I suck at it.
While we're waiting for this to load, what is one mission type that you wish you could erase from gaming history altogether?
Shit like this.
Wait, I'm a
Like
helicopter. I'm not
flying
even an
through
airplane.
rings.
Yeah, flying through anything automobile related. I hate.
Oh, see, I love racing.
I don't play racing games. The only racing game that I played
We
was
need to get you to play NASCAR. Right,
was
Tom?
what was the one where it was on PS3 and 360 that like you had like weapons for your cars and was like neon colored.
Wipeout.
Midnight Club, the Club Midnight, or there's Need for Speed did it as well.
I don't remember what it is, but
The
like,
Midnight Club was the one I played that had
Yeah.
the stupid amount of neon in it. Oh god, this is really hard to control.
Yeah, like this kind of shit. Like I don't know. This just does not stand out to me in any way.
This is
Super
like a
annoying.
pain in the ass to control.
I would erase escort missions.
Yeah,
I fucking hate escort missions with a passion.
Unless the character can actually stand for like fight for themselves.
Well, here's the thing.
Like Mario did there?
Technically, The Last of Us is one giant escort mission, right?
Sure, but Ellie can fight.
But Ellie can fight, exactly. She's also helpful. And also, Bioshock Infinite is like at least a half an escort mission. But again, Elizabeth is useful. She
I'm getting
throws
none
you
of these
ammo
right
and
now.
things like that.
Changes the environment.
Yeah. But like when I say escort mission, I'm not thinking of things like that. I'm thinking of like Resident Evil 4 style.
See, Resident Evil 4, I
Escort.
think.
when
does
I think
okay.
escort mission, I think of Playboy bunnies.
Okay.
I get it because it's an.
It was an
Escort.
attempt at a joke. Okay. I know.
See, Resident Evil 4, I think is alright because the AI is actually okay and she stays put when.
They're just miserable experience.
This is really
But
hard
Resident
to
Evil
control.
4 is such a good
I
game.
didn't
It
even
really
lie.
is, though.
So I don't fault it for being like a bad escort mission because it's just such a well done game as a whole. And then that series just shit the bed.
Look at that water effect there. Do you see that?
Yeah.
You know, I played all the following Resident Evils,
Resident Evil
and
6 is
they're
some
okay.
bullshit.
6 was ridiculous. The only thing I can
Oh, God.
remember solidly about 6 was the
I got
fact
this.
that someone on 4chan pointed out that the symbol for Resident Evil 6 looked like a giraffe trying to give itself fellatio.
Yeah.
And ever since they
Ever
said
since
that,
then?
that is all I can see. I don't know if Keegan in post wants to throw up that picture, but
Picture of
imagine
a
that
giraffe
symbol.
giving itself fellatio.
Yeah,
Does that
imagine
make
that
that
symbol as a
giraffe
giraffe.
gay if it
pointing itself
platonically-
at-
Platonically gives itself fellatio.
Dude, that's every dude's goal. Not really. That's not. I've
To
never
give
had
a
that.
giraffe fellatio.
Yep.
To watch a giraffe give itself fellatio.
God,
That's-
this is so like. Oh God, that was not. That
I
was
don't
not
think you
fun
went
at
through
all.
half of those rings.
What a great thing to end on.
Yay! I got 1 gear.
Woo!
That means I completed it. I need to unlock 2 more to get nitrous.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's how the gear system works.
Yeah.
You do challenges. You can see I had to do it in 10 minutes. So I basically have to cut my time in half.
I have faith in you.
You'll probably
I-
use a
I-
different vehicle. for
No,
that.
well, it tells you which one. But here, since I'm back in the helicopter, Jordan wanted to see the flowers, so I'll go find some flowers real quick since I'm still in the helicopter, and then we'll end there because that'll land it and we'll look at prettiness.
I would like you to fly as high as you can and jump.
Okay, we'll do that after I find flowers. Let me know if
Jump
you see.
or
into
even just
the
trees.
flowers.
Do you see?
Like anything.
Well, the
that
flower,
will
the,
move.
like the farm patches are really cool looking, but I think it's
It
'cause
is
I'm on
such a
an island.
gorgeous looking game. It really is. There's some flowers.
They're kind of flowers. That'll do.
High as you can.
That'll do.
Are they flowers?
Nope. They're not doing anything. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Oh, so much for jumping out of the helicopter.
Well,
I think on that note.
Good place as any, I guess.
so that's Just Cause 3. Keegan, thanks for showing us
Struggling
around
through
this
that.
very beautiful world. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And as usual,
Welcome to the second level.
Bye, guys.
hey guys, we're charming. You could take us home to your mom. We really like moms. So how about you share this video with your mom? Tell her to like and subscribe. Because Keegan's cute. Aren't you, Keegan?